to HBD Sports. It's Tuesday, it's money, it's Clyde. We're gonna talk some wrestling, baby. You ready, brother?
Ready to get started, get rolling. Let's do this, baby.
Let's get it moving. Ooh, yeah. How you doing today, brother?
A lot better now. A lot better, man. Feeling a little groovy today. Look out.
You're sounding a little groovy too, man. It's always groovy when you can talk about some wrestling, especially like on the night after Raw. You know what I mean, brother?
Yeah, I mean, it's like peanut butter and jelly that next day, baby. It just goes on together.
It keeps going on and on and on. Yeah, so I had to turn you up a little bit there. There we go. Last night was Raw. We're going to touch on that news today. We got a lot to talk about today here on a Tuesday. Last night was Raw. We got a little AEW news. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks had some interesting quotes recently about which stars they would actually sign from WWE. We got some huge Hall of Fame news. We've got a little bit of WWE rumors to touch on and the possibilities of some crazy stuff happening. And also, we've got a big WWE retirement to talk about today. So you ready to get into all this, brother?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's pace it on out.
Let's do it. I want some damn energy on the show, brother.
Oh, yeah, dig it.
So, before we hop into the news, why don't you be so kind to tell the audience what's going to happen if this show is lucky enough to hit 1,000 subscribers?
Well, we're going to get Dave. We're going to get an Elvis suit. And unfortunately, I'm going to be wearing out with the guitar. Just no headshots, brother. I'm already crazy enough.
Yeah, buddy, he's going to hit me with the guitar. Sounds good. Hey, can you is the volume all the way up on your phone before we hop into the show real quick? Can you check it out?
Yeah, it's all the way up. Man.
It's all the way up. All right, good deal. Just making sure. Okay, yeah.
What happened earlier was it was down. I should have checked that, man. My bad.
Oh, it's good. It's good, brother. I hear you loud and clear now. I just didn't want to cut a 35-minute show and have to redo the damn thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, see you there, brother.
All right, man. So, let's go ahead and hop into the news for today. Did you have a chance? Let's just start with this. Did you have a chance to check out Raw last night?
Oh, yeah. Good show from top to bottom, man. Really enjoyed it.
Well, tell me a few of the major takeaways. Like, give me some bullet points from the show.
Well, Alexa Bliss, you know I'm a huge fan of her as well. I know you are. And she's got a little bit of power, it seems, to make matches because she made a match with Braun Strowman and these other two guys. Sorry, I don't know their names. I'm not really a fan of Saturday Night Live. Yes, I need to learn their names, though. They're part of the show, but that stood out to me. Dean Ambrose, man, he's looking pretty rough there at the end of Raw. I'm kind of back on the fence again. He could be leaving, Dave. I know where you stand with that.
I don't think Ambrose is leaving, yeah, brother. So was there? What did we kind of get to see? I guess we kind of got to see like the cement finalized here, like the deal set in stone with Finn Balor and going to Mania. We also got to see the match between Drew and Roman finalized. Is that right?
Yeah. It looks like all those matches are finalized. Also, the Boss and Hug connection kind of threw out we'll face the Iconics. We'll face the Beth and Natalia, and we'll face Nia and Tamina. They kind of threw that out there, so that's probably going to end up being a match also.
Oh, wow. Take on the whole damn roster. And another huge thing, really the biggest takeaway from Raw for me last night was for the first time ever, the women are going to main event WrestleMania. What do you think about that, brother?
I couldn't be more happier, man. It's one of those special moments in wrestling, and really looking forward to the whole show, man, from top to bottom. I'm one of the guys, kind of like you, I guess. You know, I'm looking forward to every bit of it, the pre-show, all of it. Give it all.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great show, and I'm very excited about that too. There's two things I'm looking forward to: is the women headlining it for the first time ever. I can't wait to see this triple threat match, and I think it's going to be magical. And also, I'm really looking forward to this Kofi and Daniel Bryan match, which I know is going to happen. And speaking of that, here I've got a little bit of rumors I was wanting to touch on with that. You want to go there with me, brother?
Yeah, let's get there. Let's get in there and go.
All right, well, this is on Cleveland.com, so this is a reputable source. You know, this is the the news site for Cleveland, Ohio, right?
Okay.
And this is a spoiler alert here, brother. Spoiler alert. Here we go. A new online ad for the April 7th event confirms that Daniel Bryan will defend the WWE Championship against Kofi Kingston.
Oh, Lord. I want to see Kofi walk out of Mania with it. What's interesting about all
it says that the match is going to happen. It says he's going to defend it against him at WrestleMania. You know, the match is on, basically.
Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about like something afterwards. Cause that's
No, it wasn't. It's not saying Daniel. I think I'm confusing you, brother. It's not saying Daniel Bryan's going to win the match. It's saying the damn match is on. It's saying the match is going to take place.
Yeah, it really needs to, man. Kofi needs that title. It shouldn't have to jump through 1,000, hoops to get it. That's just ridiculous. Well, but I guess it'll make him all the more the hero when he does win.
Yeah, it's part of building the story, dude. So, yeah, you can check that out right there, Cleveland.com. A new online ad for the April 7th event confirms Daniel Bryan will defend the WWE Championship against Kofi Kingston. So, there we go with that. There's your Kofi Kingston news of the day, brother. And I'm excited to see that, and I really hope we get that match. And really, there's no other way, dude. They can't get out of this match at this point, I don't think.
Yeah, I almost feel like that. You've seen the movie, it's called Rudy. You know what I'm talking about, the football movie?
Oh, yeah.
Where they come in and they all give their jerseys. Almost like we might see some kind of thing on SmackDown tonight where, like a threat of a walkout. I mean, that's the kind of respect Kofi's earned. And if you remember last week, each time they panned back to the locker room, the crowd in the back grew bigger and bigger for the Kofi match with Daniel Bryan and then all the guys before Daniel Bryan. Did you notice that last week?
I did. It was kind of like a Rudy scene. Well said. I like the comparison there, brother. Connecting some dots today. You're looking a little bit sharp on your game today, brother, so I'm liking that. Yeah, so, hopefully that does happen. And so while you're sharp, while we're at it, like while you're feeling, I guess, frisky or whatever word you want to use there, brother, let's go ahead and play my favorite segment of the day. It's called Random Wrestling Knowledge with Clyde. Are you ready, brother?
Yeah, let's get that going.
All right, every day, audience, feel free to play along at home. Every day we ask Clyde 3 wrestling-related questions. They're all random. They're coming from out of nowhere like an RKO, and we're going to go ahead and start with number 1. Here we go, brother. Today, since we're kind of in the WrestleMania spirit, let's start with WrestleMania 1. WrestleMania 1. Where was WrestleMania 1? Where was it held at?
WrestleMania 1 was held in the Mecca, the Madison Square Garden.
Mr. Producer, show me Madison Square Garden. Good job, brother. 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Dig it. I think that was kind of an easy question, really.
Yeah, kind of. So.
That was a softball, huh?
Threw me a softball.
Okay. I'm going to really hit you with
curves coming now.
Yeah, I'm really going to hit you with a tough one here. In 1985, in Vince McMahon's office, in a meeting held between him, superstar Billy Graham... No,
what did they have for lunch?
What was the hors d'oeuvres?
Steak and coffee.
That's right. No. So here we go. Who sang the national anthem at WrestleMania 1?
Let's see. That would be Mean Gene Okerlund.
Mr. Producer, man, show me Mean Gene Okerlund. 2 for 2 today. Dig it, brother.
Yeah. Carlito.
How does it feel?
Feels good, brother. Got a little bit of cold today. Carlito.
Yeah, you got that Carlito cough. Okay. What WrestleMania, and this is not the question here. It's not the question here, actually. I'm going to get into that later, actually. I don't want to get distracted from the damn game here. I guess I should go ahead and do this. What date? Here's question number 3. Audience, feel free to play along at home. Question number 3, Random Wrestling Knowledge with Clyde. Here we go, brother. What date was WrestleMania 1 held?
I want to say March 31st, 1984. That's a guess.
March 31st, and is that your final answer? What? Now, go ahead and repeat it again. What did you say?
Yeah, that's my final answer, brother.
March 31st, 1984. Mr. Producer, show me March 31st, 1984.
That was a tough one, man. That was a tough one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. It was actually, and you was 2 for 2 leading into that, man. I was hoping you would get it, brother. It was actually March 31st, 1985.
Man, I knew the date at least. I was off by a year.
I know. I figured the year would be the easy part for you, dude. Well done today. 2 for 3, and you almost nailed that third one, dude. Well done today. So that's a good barometer for the rest of the damn show, dude. Like, usually you're gonna finish strong on the show if you do good on Random Wrestling Knowledge. So we're looking good. And without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into our Ric Flair segment of the day.
Jet airplanes, and I got a limousine sitting out there a mile long with 25 women just dying for me to go, woo!
Woo! Ric Flair, baby. So you want to go ahead and touch on some AEW news before everybody turns the damn show off?
Oh yeah, let's put that on, brother. What's going on with the AEW world?
Well, they was at let me say, I said they. Let me clarify who it was. Kenny Omega, Matt, and Nick Jackson of All Elite Wrestling appeared at a comic convention. Was it in Chicago over the weekend?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I did hear about the convention.
Yeah, and anyway, there was some cool quotes actually taken away from that. They was like asking them, like they asked the Young Bucks, like, if you could sign any star from the WWE, who would it be? And you know who the Young Bucks said? They actually answered these questions.
Yeah, Dean Ambrose, Ziggler, maybe.
No, the Young Bucks said Kevin Owens.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a good one.
And who do you think Kenny Omega said? They asked Omega too, and they actually gave answers. I'm kind of surprised they actually said something.
Yeah, I'm still thinking Dolph Ziggler, man. But could be wrong.
No, Kenny Omega said AJ Styles is who he would sign away.
Well, that's two. That would be two blockbuster deals, but I don't think AJ's going anywhere right now.
No, he's not. They was just asking them, like, hypothetically, if you could, in a perfect world, you can sign anybody from WWE, and that's who they chose.
And everything I know about Kevin Owens is he grew up like us. He was a WWF kid, and I would really be surprised to see him leave also.
Yeah, I would too. It's like a hypothetical. They just asked him. I'm surprised they even answered the question, considering they've kind of kept everything so close to the vest. And this is just hypothetical, though, but it's still pretty cool to kind of hear some insights and kind of see kind of what they think,
Yeah, we should do a show about that, man, and kind of give our opinions on who we think would be interesting for to go from, and not just WWE, any organizations out there who would be a good fit with AEW.
Yeah, that would make a good show, brother. We ought to definitely hop into that one day. Hopefully in the near future we can make time to do that. Maybe on a Friday. Usually on Fridays we kind of switch it up anyway and kind of get away from the news.
That does sound like a Friday episode for us.
It does sound like a perfect Friday episode. And tomorrow, hopefully, we're going to have Mike Britt on tomorrow. I'm hoping, dude. I'm hoping. I know we both got a lot going on. You do, I do, he does. But we're hoping to hook up with him tomorrow, get him on the show for a little bit. So that's going to be a cool little segment, too. And a little bit more AEW news here. Kenny Omega on the AEW TV deal. Things have been put in motion that can't be stopped. That's his quote. I like that.
So it's kind of sounding like the deal's been finalized. They just don't want to announce it, basically.
They don't want to spill the beans or give away the Colonel's secret recipe, brother. That's what's going on.
All the I's have been dotted. The ink's dried. It's ready to go, brother.
Yeah, I think so. I'm thinking it's going to be a huge deal. For whatever reason, I'm thinking like TNT, TBS, something like that.
Oh, wouldn't that be interesting with the history between USA and TNT back in the day?
Yeah, that's just and I'm just guessing, because I think Fox already has something exclusive with WWF also, so I mean, it kind of limits the options, really, because it's 4 or 5 broadcasters own all these daggone channels anyway,
Yeah, so. I heard SmackDown was moving to Fox, actually.
Yeah, I think it is. And I think NXT is going to start airing on Fox at some point, too. Let's hop into this, though. Here's a little bit more AEW news. AEW's Chris Jericho considers what WWE wrestler the best ever? He just said this recently. Did you see the quote? Who was it?
Shawn Michaels, maybe?
Yes, Shawn Michaels, exactly. Chris Jericho considers Shawn Michaels the best ever.
Yeah, he's not too shabby. I'm more of a hitman guy, but, it is what it is, brother.
Yeah, but, that coming from Jericho, I mean, that's huge.
And if you ever seen their match at WrestleMania, they had a really good match, Jericho and HBK.
Well, and I've got some more news I want to get into here. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Rumors and news. Here we go, brother. Huge retirement news. Nikki Bella's hanging him up, man. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it makes sense, They've had this public breakup with her and John Cena. That can never be easy, and it seems like she's moved on to another gentleman. I'm not sure what the guy's name is, but she had a Hall of Fame career. She did everything you could do, pretty much, besides winning these tag team belts that they have now. But she won all the other titles, and she's a big part of the revolution that we see today. And she gets a lot of hate on there. I'm kind of confused by that, man, because she was always a loyal WWE soldier.
Didn't she also have her spine fused like a couple years back?
I'm not sure about that, but I do know for sure she has had some medical issues.
She had some. I think she had some neck. I'm pretty sure she has like a similar surgery like Ciampa just had just recently.
Yeah, now I am 100% sure it is something to do with her neck. I can't remember exactly, but her neck is giving her some
I think it's
issues.
the same surgery Tommaso Ciampa went through, and I'm pretty sure that's also like the same surgery Peyton Manning had that kind of messed up his arm strength. So, I mean, and you guys are more than welcome at home to look this up and verify. Let us know in the comments, please. Like when you have your spine fused, though, generally doctors will advise that you like not participate in like football or any kind of contact sports anymore. You know, so I guess they're kind of really being risky when you go out there and hop back in the ring or on the football field after a surgery like that.
Yeah, it's a shame, man, but she definitely had a Hall of Fame career, and I hope they don't wait forever to get her in there, because her and her sister, they were a big part of this revolution, whether people like her or not. She's a part of it, man. And also her, her reality shows that brought in new fans to WWE also, I'm sure.
Yeah, from all across the globe. Well said, brother. And yeah, I think that definitely, I guess I don't know if there's necessarily a ballot in WWE, but I would consider her a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? She should be in on the first rip through. As soon as the paper comes up on Vince's desk, hopefully he approves it, because yeah, huge part of what happened. And like you said, even outside the ring, just spreading the awareness of the sport and the brand, and even the goodwill and the charity events that she's done throughout her career, just noteworthy on her own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, amazing, man. And if she's heading out, I know I'll miss her. And my wife's a huge. I consider myself a member of the Bella Army there. So Godspeed, man. I hope everything works out in her whatever she's going to do after her WWE career.
Well said, brother. I hope it does too. Yes. So yeah, good luck in whatever you decide to do in future endeavors, Nikki Bella, and thank you for an awesome time in the ring. And yeah, I'm sure whatever you do next is going to be successful at.
Yeah, I don't see it any other way, man.
And so
her and her sister are kind of built that way.
A couple more things to touch on real quick. Did you see I saw a rumor that like Alexa Bliss was like either cleared to participate or had recently participated in a house show wrestling. Did you see that?
I didn't see that, man, but I really, 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 really hope that's true.
Yeah, I hope it is too. It's just, she's one of the she's really a 5-tool performer. You know what I mean? And so they need to get her back in there, brother. But yeah, there's like all kinds of speculation. Some people are even speculating that that she could just be like a part-time performer from here on out. I guess she could be transitioning into something else. Is that possible? Or
yeah, I really hope there's some truth to those rumors. I want to see her pull off some heelish tactics at WrestleMania and put herself in a match and go ahead and leave WrestleMania with Asuka's title. I keep getting a feeling that's going to happen.
Yeah, like I said, with the rumors coming out here that she's kind of returning to some house shows, possibly. It's just rumors at this point. We don't have anything confirmed on our end on that. But yeah, like you said, and you've been saying this for weeks, you think she's somehow going to insert herself into a match with Asuka and take that title. The stars seem to be lining up, brother. And just like you said, I've kind of called a few things in weeks prior, man. I think you're kind of might be getting ready to nail this one on the head here. And we'll find out in a couple weeks.
Yeah, to reiterate what we said earlier, from last night, she can book matches. She put these two gentlemen from Saturday Night Live there, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal now, so she has booking power. So maybe she'll throw Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville and whoever else at her, and then come in there and clean up the scraps.
Yeah, come in at the very end, exactly. Yeah, she's almost like giving like de facto general manager powers or something at the moment,
Yeah, man, I'd love to see her back on top with the title. She's my top, probably actually all time now. That's how much I enjoy her work.
Yeah. So one last thing.
The females.
Oh, well said. Well said. She's my favorite female wrestler of all time too, man. So I want to see her back in the ring, and I want to see her hopefully on a weekly basis, dude. And if she goes on to do other things, hopefully she's in television or movies or something, so we can continue to follow her career.
Yeah. Hey, man, I hear you, brother.
Hey, so let's go ahead and talk about this. Biggest news of the day. We saved the best for last, brother. I know you're excited about this. The Hart Foundation being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. What do you think, brother?
It's like one of those things. You've seen the rumors about it, and then for me, it was like it's one of those dream scenarios where you wake up and I was like, "Oh, this is really real." That's how much it means to me. Kind of odd that Jimmy Hart wasn't shown with them, so I guess it's going to be Brett and the anvil. I couldn't be more happy about that, man. That's the part of the Hall of Fame I'm looking forward to the most, period. It's not even close for me. And this will make Bret Hart a two-time Hall of Famer, which is pretty high honor. I think Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair are the only other two that are in there twice.
That's the only two I can think of off the top of my head. Also, what WrestleMania was it too? Where which one was it? It was one of the earlier ones, of course, but and it was like they had like a 20 man Royal Rumble or 20 man over the top Battle Royal, wherever they called it at that time. And it was Bret Hart and Bad News Brown, I believe, was the last two guys in. They kind of teamed up to take out, I think, the Junkyard Dog right before that. And then it came down to Bad News Brown and Hitman. And Hitman was like celebrating, thinking that they had teamed up and won or something. And Bad News took him out, then threw Hitman over. And then Hitman took it like 7-foot trophy and beat him down with it. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. I want to say it was a It sounds like maybe WrestleMania 4. It's either 4 or 5. I want to say 4.
Yeah, I think it was right in there. I think it might have been 4 also is what I was thinking also. And, right early in that match, though, Anvil had gotten eliminated. I think he was like the first or second person eliminated from the match.
Yeah, that's kind of they used that to turn Bret Hart. He was kind of a good guy after that, too. He started to feud with Bad News and other heels of the time, and they started to see what Bret Hart could kind of do on his own.
Yeah, I was going to say that's perfect that you said that, because that might be the first moment I can recall seeing the crowd kind of actually like have some raw heat, like cheering for Bret when he was destroying that trophy and throwing it at Bad News Brown when he was like leaving the ring and stuff. You know, like the crowd was like genuinely cheering for him. And when they introduced him in the ring right before the match, the whole place was filled with boos. You know.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be cool to see the Hitman up there getting some more honors that he earned for sure a long time ago.
Well said, dude. And I love the Hart Foundation. So glad to see him going to the Hall of Fame, and I couldn't be happier for a pair of guys. I just wish that the Anvil was still around to see that, for this day.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I seen where Natalya had a little nice moment in the ring last night. I'm wondering if Natalya's going to be the one to induct them. I'm not sure.
Hopefully so, dude, because she's her and Beth Phoenix both just impressed me with everything they do, and I think if she's able to do that, whatever she would say would just be perfect.
Yeah, they're a real bright mark for the wrestling business, both of them, man. And speaking of Beth Phoenix, man, she looks like she could go another 10 years.
Oh man, I'm excited to see her out there. I'm hoping she hangs around after Mania, even though I don't think she will. But it would just still be cool to see her around for a little while. Yeah,
because she has been doing a lot of commentary work. She has been with the company, but it'd be interesting. You never know; they might walk out of Mania with those tag team titles.
Yeah, I highly doubt it, but yeah, or they could just walk out losing and then somehow like form up and be a tag team for a little while to kind of help bolster that women's tag team division. So yeah, you're right; she could end up hanging around in some way, shape, or form, brother. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed like annoying people, so I know I'm in the minority on this, but I'm actually pulling for the Iconics.
The Iconics, oh Lord! All right, man. Having said that, that's enough about the damn Iconics, dude.
Well, I'm coming over now, bro.
Think about these damn Iconics. No, I'm just joking. I like them all, I guess, really, dude. I like all. It's hard for me to sit there and say I really don't like any of the female wrestlers, man. I really like them all, and there's only a few of the male ones that kind of annoy me, really. I mean, most of the roster I really enjoy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Anybody gets in that ring, and whether I like them or not, man, my respects with all of them, because they are literally putting their lives on the line for our entertainment.
Absolutely, man. And we all want to see the dangerous and the hard hitting spots, and that's what we want to see, man. They go out there and put it on the line, week after week after week. So yeah, much respect for that, brother. And yeah, so today was a happy show for you, man. The Hart Foundation went in the Hall of Fame. I guess kind of bittersweet seeing one of your heroes, Nikki Bella, retire, but the show must go on, brother. And we're kind of building up for this show tomorrow. We're gonna have Mike Britt on and a few things to touch on, and I guess we're gonna go ahead and put a bow on this for today. So before we hop off, you got a few things you want to say?
For anybody to listen to us, if you like us, let us know. If you didn't, hit us with that King Kong Bundy splash for the 5 count. We'll be sharing this podcast on our Facebook affiliate pages, the Bliss Army, Becky Lynch Mob, Hitman Hart Fan Club, Kofi Kingston Club, I Heart Pro Wrestling, Carlitos Caribbean Cool Fan Club, Wrestling is our passion, Wrestling mean, Unleash, All Access, Indie Wrestling, WWF, LJ and Maniacs, All Elite Wrestling in all capitals. And what is the other one, man? The retro one.
Oh, the new one we started running together. Yeah, it's called WWE Retro Figure Fan Club.
And we also have a new one that my wife started. It's called Let's Get Rowdy with It. If you're a fan of Rowdy Piper, it's a good site. Rowdy.
Absolutely. Yeah, so thanks for having that list ready every day, brother. I know you don't do any damn preparation for the show, but you do have the list ready every day, and that I do appreciate. And for you having that ready, you've just made my list, brother. And if you like us out there, folks, give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, put us over, let us know. If you don't like us, let us know though. We'll do a job for you on your show. That's the way we roll right here on this podcast. And I guess having said that, brother, we're going to catch you guys on the next one.